I'm selling my Baby Brezza Formula Pro on Facebook Marketplace because I'm now exclusively breastfeeding, so I decided it's time for me to trust the process. I've got over 100 ounces of milk saved, so I'm at a point where that is my emergency supply. I no longer need to hold on to the formula machine, but this thing was an absolute lifesaver in those early days, and I highly recommend it. I am going to link it in TikTok Shop. I got mine off Facebook Marketplace. You can often find them used on Facebook Marketplace for pretty cheap. The brand new ones are less than $200 these days, and they are absolutely worth it, especially if you are exclusively formula feeding. I was combo feeding from the start, but we were like 95% formula, and so this thing was a lifesaver. My big recommendation for this is make sure that you get a second funnel. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. If you get a second funnel, you're gonna really appreciate it, because every 4 uses the funnel needs to be cleaned. So if you have a second funnel, you don't have to clean it as often. You can just pop the other one in and then clean the next one when you have time. It just makes it way easier. I also really hate putting anything in that's still wet, and so it would also allow the one that I pulled out to have time to dry before I then needed to put it back in. And now I'm going to really quickly show you how to assemble the Baby Brezza machine, because I had a hard time finding a video on it, and they are out there, but I wanted just a really quick one, so I'm going to just make a really quick one and stop talking. Okay, so I have a few extra parts here. I've got an extra funnel. I also have an extra top. And then these parts, do not ever put these in a bottle washer or a sterilizer. They will warp and you will have to buy new ones. Okay, so the first thing is you want to take this little thingy and you stick it on first. Then you grab this basin, that goes in, push it in, make sure it's all the way in. Shouldn't be hard to get in there. Up next is this piece, which is not necessarily going to line up the way you think it will. Just let it fall how it falls. This one, same thing, not going to line up right where you think it is. This part is flexible, so you do have to push it down a little bit. And then that front part has to go, I'm going to change angles. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. This front part has to go underneath like that. So you have to put it in at that angle. So it goes underneath to make sure that it's in at the right angle there. I'm going to show just one more time because I think I didn't do it very well. In there and then down. That click is not necessary. There is not really a click. It just goes in like that. And then back to this part, which just goes on top. And this one just clicks. You push it down nice and hard. Add all your formula at this point. Put your top on. It'll go on at a bit of an angle, and then you twist to lock it into place. It's gonna lock a little harder than you think it will. Okay? And then you're good to go. If you have any questions about how the Baby Brezza Formula Pro works, you have until I sell it on Facebook Marketplace for me to answer showing examples. So ask away.